Hey everyone, my name is Chris Lambert, and on this channel we talk Kanye West, except for today where we're talking Tyler the Creator. And why are we talking Tyler? Well, we don't know when Kanye's album's coming out, and while he's had some activity, there's still a lull period. This still feels like the off season, where things with Tyler are really ramping up right now. It seems like album drop is imminent. If not this week, then maybe next week, which is in line with all of his previous albums, which we'll get into. And I don't know about you, but I feel like a growing number of Kanye fans have become Tyler fans over the last few years, as Tyler, after Cherry Bomb, really made a switch to these album level concepts on Flower Boy and Igor that are very dynamic, very compelling when it comes to identity, relationships, emotion, beautiful production. So Igor was one of my favorite albums of the last decade kind of thing. It's really up there, and I'm excited about the follow up. I don't know if it's going to be like, I'm hoping for something larger scale, maximal, and bigger in scope than Flower Boy and Igor. I don't know if he's going to give us that on this album, but I'm pretty sure whatever we do get is going to be pretty great. And I think a lot of Kanye fans are in agreement in terms of just being excited for Tyler's albums at this point. So we're going to talk about this today. And you can see in this first visual that Tyler released, Side Street, it features two things that were kind of prominent on the last couple albums, which cars and love triangles. You can see the pink car here. If you listen to the Dissect season on Flower Boy, Cole talked a lot about how the car was a recurring motif that was important to Tyler's identities. We know that he's just a car guy in general, and you see that continuing with him in this pink mobile here. And he's kissing this girl, which is also a change up from Igor. They kiss, he peels off, and as she starts to walk her dog, her guy comes out and is like, "Who was that?" And she's like, "Oh, nobody, nobody, nobody." And on Igor, you may remember, it was Tyler's in love with this guy, but the guy has a girlfriend and keeps leading Tyler on, which causes Tyler to really lose his cool and form the Igor persona, which was just a lot of aggression and attitude that was born from the frustrations of being a side piece and kind of rejected. So he gets some closure at the end of that album, but it seems like he might be continuing on with exploring that theme of love triangles or just being a bad boy now, right? He's now wrecking other relationships. So we'll see where he goes off with that. Because Flower Boy was really much more focused on the singular identity and a longing for a relationship and love rather than a love triangle itself, where Igor picks up on that, of that desire coming through, but being maybe misdirected onto somebody that doesn't deserve your affection or attention. So we'll see where Tyler goes in this, maybe part 3. You can see there's a phone number there. If you call it, you get a voicemail that's just new music that sounds very much in line with Flower Boy and Igor. So if you're expecting some new change of direction, at least this snippet that he provided was not it. And of course, the Tyler subreddit has all the information so far. If you want to do some further deep dives, there's video 1 of Side Street, video 2, voicemail 1, voicemail 2, voicemail 3, and the title seems to be "Call Me If You Get Lost," right? And it's a very emotional title. Also seems to maybe be getting into relationships, but also just identity, existentialism, loneliness, which are all themes that were present on the previous albums. And in terms of time frame, you can see Goblin 2011, Wolf 2013, Cherry Bomb 2015, Flower Boy 2017, and Igor 2019. So Tyler has been nothing if consistent when it comes to album releases, and all of them in the spring and summer: May, April, July, May. So July is the latest he's ever released an album, which is why we're kind of speculating that if something's coming, it's coming this month or next month, because it doesn't seem like Tyler really does fall winter releases. And he had talked a bit, there was a post on here about not liking long drawn out album releases. So that's why maybe this week or next week we'll be seeing this album. And of course, I'll be having some thoughts and feelings on this album, maybe a reaction video if that's something that you all want, or at least sharing my thoughts on Twitter. So that's it for this. If you haven't listened to Igor and Flower Boy, you should do so in preparation of this. You'll probably find at least something that you like to hear on those albums, or something that connects with you emotionally. They're great projects, but we'll be back with more soon. So until next time, stay wavy and keep it loopy. And Archer, do you want to say hi? He's just been in my lap this whole time. All right. See y'all. Cheers.